Hi folks, this is Dr. Don again, and I had a question about the deliverables, the materials you've got to submit for the Lab 1 Rehearse Quick Start assignment that is due tonight, Thursday. I'm going to assume that you've already gone to the lab manual from a link in your Canvas, and again I mentioned you should bookmark this so you can jump back here. Often you have to start and stop. It's easier just to go to the lab manual page and go where you need to go. So here's the quick start. These are the summary of the task. I'm assuming you've already installed your POSIT cloud. And the first thing it says is to remember to save the workspace as permanent. So over here in my POSIT cloud, I have done that. I can check up here. There's no red temporary remember to save, so I've already saved it. The next thing to do is to go down here in the Files window pane, the lower right side, and click on the QuickStart.rmd file. And that opens it over here in what I call the Source Editor view, this window pane in the upper right. First thing you need to do is put your name here and be sure not to delete the quote marks. D-A-W-N-W-R-I-G-H-T and delete that S. And I'm going to change the date to 10/30/25. And then all I've got to do is to knit this thing. Before you knit, of course, first thing you do is to click on the Save. And then I'm going to click on Knit. And there's a little drop down here for the options. By default, it should knit to HTML, which is the easiest thing to do for this first submittal. If you wanted to change to a PDF or Word, you would select it there. I'm just going to leave it HTML, let it process. And then it opens up in a pop-up window. You may have to change your browser settings to allow that. And it gives you this page, and all you need to do to satisfy the minimum requirements is just take a screenshot of this, see where you've edited your name in and the date there, and submit that image as the minimum requirements. Okay? The other thing some students do, if they get that part pretty easily, is to knit it to a Word document. Now I recommend knitting to Word instead of to PDF. I know in the Canvas course, which has not been updated, it'll keep referring to PDF, PDF, PDF. You don't have to do the PDF. Sometimes knitting to PDF is more troublesome than knitting to Word. I'm not going to get into why, but I'm just going to click to knit to Word. And it'll give you a message there that it has created this file, which is the Lab 1 Rehearse Quick Start document, and you can click OK or download. I'll click download, and it goes over here into the download area. What I would recommend once you download it is to go ahead and rename this, to put your name in there, just say, you know, Quick Start and your first name, last name, just so you won't lose it. And that's what you need to submit. So I hope this helps.